Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be with you today. I am Magdala Ramirez, and it is indeed a big message that I do come from the Maya Mexica tradition. That's my roots. Does it is any difference for you? Because it shouldn't be any difference for you. Does it matters? No, it doesn't matter. What it matters is where are you? Does it matters is what is in your heart and how do you tap into that true human being? Yet I do honor my traditions and I'm very proud of my ancestors and my lineage. Very, very proud of my own lineage. And what is this incredible knowledge that we brought forward? But when I see this knowledge, I can see this knowledge everywhere in the world. And I have seen this since I was 10, 12 years old, when I saw those ancient symbols that they were trying to tell you something, that it has to do with your way of living and where it's coming from, what and how the ancestors think about things. What is it that it is moving the civilization? What is it? One of the biggest things that I learned in that time is that my ancestors knew all the way into the 17th dimension. And they say there is much more, of course, that it is up to you to uncover it. I'm just giving you a map, they say. Right now, it's about opening the heart of the people to realize a better understanding of what it is to be a human being. It doesn't matter what is your tradition or where you're coming from. If you're Irish or German or whatever it is touching your heart, it is touching your lineage. And in the very, very, very beginning, the true human being was there everywhere in the world. So that is the thing, to tap into it. And yet, many of these traditions and these ways, ancient ways, perpetuate, cherish all this ancient knowledge. We are right now in the wave of the dog, squinkly. And that has to do in these 13 days about love, about loyalty, about that nobility of the heart of the true human being. What are you willing to do because of love? At the same time that we are in this wave, we are entering into the sixth sun. The sixth sun is being guided by the Great Mother. It is the feminine side in you, the one that it is leading the way, the one that it is guiding you into a higher truth about yourself. And the way of this guidance, it is through love. You cannot make any changes unless you have this deep love inside of you in one way or the other. So we are right now in this purification time. When you go into ceremony, you always pass through this purification time before the true ceremony. You make purifications mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You make this purification time that it helps you to align of what you're doing and what is it that you really, really want. So aligning with your own heart means recognizing that heart that you are, that love that you are. Recognizing that you actually have this incredible ability to talk to your Creator personally and directly. You don't need anybody to take you there, to connect you there. It is you, the one who truly align. The only one that you actually need, it is you. So Understanding where the heart is, it has been a big, big deal for the people for such a long, long time. Because the patriarchal system wanted to be sure that you're afraid of love, that you hide, that you think that because of love you're going to get hurt. All these things and situations come from that patriarchal system that it was a big lie. And you recognize it a lie. But yet, what is that fear that it needs to be removed in this purification time in love anyway? What is in your mind that it is holding you back? Those belief system that constantly it is showing you and marking your way, choosing by programming the repetition of that patriarchal system over and over and over and over again, thinking that that is the only thing that you have, thinking that that is life and the only reality that it is there, thinking that life leaves you. And that has been a big, big lie, because it is you, the one who creates your reality. And you have this incredible ability to change it anytime, anyway, by changing your perception of reality. When you go into this purification time, many things it needs to go. Sometimes even people in your life needs to go, because everything responds to frequency, to vibration, and when you raise your vibration, you're tapping into another set of friends that are going to help you to stabilize your new vibration. You're not repeating the same stories over and over and over again. That purification time, it is a hard time, because if you see it in a different story, it is an initiation. And this initiation, it is happening everywhere in the world. There is new sickness coming, there is earthquakes, there is floods, there is so many changes that our Earth Mother is doing, because she is moving too into her original vibration too. And that time of purification, in that initiation, it is all these things that you need to pass through in different ways, but you do have to deal with it. The way that you deal with it, it is through that alignment with the one that created you, because she's leading the way. And when there is so many movements and attachments that needs to go, you feel this grief. But when you can able to see the next step of the evolution and recognize it within your own self, it is that beautiful door of light that you are entering and understanding who are you for real. This reminds me so much of the one is contained in the whole, and the whole is contained in the one. So it might be that in your life right now, there is many synchronicities. You're passing through this one at the same time that you're passing to that one, and then is this and this and this. And when you put everything in the table, it is a message. It is a message and a lesson that you must understand and choose. Nobody can choose for you. Only you can do this. But when you are able to see a higher possibility, a higher understanding of yourself, you do break those attachments of continuously repeating the same lesson over and over and over again. Can you see what I mean? There is so much of that beautiful creation that you do. that you understand about yourself. Where is the love? Where is that loyalty, that nobility that it is in the original human being? The empathy, understanding that everyone, it is part of the whole. As that whole, it is part of you, personally and impersonally, both happening at the same time. The union of polarities, male-female, that it has happened at all times. You are a creator because you are the son and the daughter of the creator. So of course you are a creator. What kind of creations you're bringing into being? That has to do with your mind and your heart working together in one way or the other. It has always been that way. When your heart recognizes a higher vibration, it needs to enlighten your mind to create a better story, because that's your way of living. That masculine side is your way of living, but it comes from that feminine. She is the one that it is giving birth to the new world. And this is labor times. That purification times, it is labor times. You're giving birth to a new reality. By being you, really having the guts to be you, that's when you're able to see what's your purpose, why you're here. If you keep on faking it, you're never going to find it. When you are able to see this higher truth in who you are and how beautiful you are, and what it is true and what it is not true, you have this incredible ability inside of yourself of the recognition in what is truth and what is not. What is the brainwashing from the system, and what it is the truth that it really comes from your heart. Because as the daughter and the sons of the Creator, you evolve. That evolution that it is taking place, it is very linked with your involution. It is very powerful to see how this is happening. That involution is telling you it is not about learning new things, but it is about remembering who you are. And that remembrance of who you are, it takes you into a next step of the evolution naturally. The whole nature, it is there to help you, not the patriarchal system. You need to distinguish what is what inside of yourself and recognize that sixth sun, that we are tapping into it as a human being, and recognizing these purification times, that it is hard times because it is an initiation. That initiation, it happens before in human being. There has been many civilizations in this world. Many have come and go, and you are just about to witness the new beginning. For that new beginning, it is now in you. That kingdom of heaven that the Christ was talking about, it is here. That world of the enchanted flower that the ancestors were talking about, it is here. It is inside of you and all around you. A new perception of reality based on oneness. A new understanding of what it meant to be you. What it is, that powerful being that you are, that recognize you as the daughter and the sons of the Great Mother. It is time to bring that dance forward. It is the time for making that ceremony of the union of polarities and finally bring those healings into being, the healing of the woundedness of the feminine and the woundedness of the masculine. That separation that the patriarchal system wanted to put it forward, so people could never find their liberation. Now it is possible, and it is happening into you. And that is the nature of this initiation. We have been observing the many temples that we created in the sacred land. Temples that they are aligning with the stars, with Orion, just like the ancestors did in many temples everywhere in the world. In the sacred land, where we make so much of that spiritual work, it is blooming. It is a place where you are able to not go through the process of the mind that likes to put time into it, time that doesn't exist, but a place, a realm that you can actually experience yourself as you are, and recognizing the truths right away, and being able to see a very different story of the world, of yourself, able to heal those stories too, the ones in the past, so you don't need to repeat the lessons. Right now, we are asking for donations for ceremonies that we're going to have this year, and of course, you're welcome to come. We do have a non-profit organization. It is called sacredwoman.org. Please go there and make a donation. If this radio talk has been working for you, please go and make a donation. It doesn't matter if it is small or big. We are making fundraising and making all kinds of movements to bring those ceremonies for this year. A place, a realm within yourself that you're able to understand it in a higher way. The temples that we built with that purpose, as the ancestors did, in this communion with the one that created us. I am so thankful for your work. We all are thankful for your work, because when you make the work, you create a difference in your family. You create a difference in your community. When you are able to be yourself, and that difference in your community, someone in your community, it will perpetuate that beautiful wave of light that you are, that everyone is. Your true body, it's a body of light. There is many of you, many things of you, that it is about the eternal. That's where you want to put attention. You have always been alive. You have always been love. It is the time that you left behind all this pain and suffering and understand a higher truth of your own self and enlighten your mind. We need your help. People helping each other. It is imperative at this time, reminding them there is a higher truth. Love, it is creating a big, big difference. Going into the sixth sun, being guided by the Great Mother. It is bringing everyone into a new perspective of reality, what it means to be human being. It is inside of you and all around you. So thank you for your work. I am your other you. If you're listening to me, it's because there is this voice in you. I can feel you inside of me, and I recognize you in me. Can you recognize me in you? Tlatsokomati, Tlatsokomati, Tlatsokomati. I am you. I am Magdala.